everyone, my name is Alex Schuler, and if we haven't got the chance to meet yet, I am the children's director here at the River. And this Sunday we had a training, and I just wanted to share some important information that I think will help you when you come to serve on a Sunday morning. At the training on Sunday, everyone got this lovely folder and sweet note that I am grateful for you, and even though you weren't at the meeting, I am grateful for you, and I wanted to make sure that you heard that from me. Within this folder, there are a few things that I want to share with you. I have a save the date here. It's rather small, you can't see it, but I want you to pick up this packet sometime when you are in the building so that you have this information in your hands. That invitation or save the date is for our Kids Kreek block party. This is going to be a family event where families of the River and families of our community can come and participate in a fall fun evening. It's going to be on October 16th from 5 to 7, and you don't want to miss it. I would love to have you here. Another thing in this packet was this sheet that is 14 ways to pray for the kids you serve. I'm going to attach this digitally because I want to make sure you have this in your hands. This is just a kind of a springboard to encourage you to pray for the kids that you're serving each week. And I trust that you are praying yourselves up as you come in to serve and love on these kids. And I'm just so thankful for the way many of you faithfully serve each week. A couple of things that I discussed within our time together on Sunday was the importance of being on time. Running 3 services here at the River, it's important that each set of volunteers for each service are here about 10 minutes early. So if you can try your very best to get here about 10 minutes early so that you can be prepared to deliver the lesson and love on these kiddos and make these families feel safe at drop off and pick up, I would be so very grateful. Another thing I emphasized on Sunday was the Bible memory verse. I want to share with you, in every classroom, you're going to see a poster like this. And this is going to change each month. This poster in the center will change each month. And the kids that recite the Bible memory verse get to write their name on that poster with a dry erase marker. It's our Bible verse memory wall of fame. And they instantly get a prize. This is a change from the way we used to do it. They instantly get a prize so that this instant gratification that they have said their memory verse and they know it, and they're ready to share that with you. Those prizes are located in the elementary rooms. Those prizes are located in your supply closet in a red bucket. So that's where you can find those. Another thing that I encouraged all of our volunteers, all of our dream teamers to do is to leave the room better than you found it. I can set up for 8:45, but then we still have 10 o'clock service and 11:15 service. So I would really appreciate if we are tidying up and cleaning up for the next service so that those loyal servants who serve at 11:15 are not left with the mess of 3 services. So if you can just try your best to leave the room better than you found it. Within our little kids group, if you serve primarily with our little kids, listen in closely. Something that I emphasized on Sunday is the emphasis on worship and the lesson. The lesson materials are always right there prepared for you. You receive the lesson in advance, and one of our expectations is that you would at least skim or review the lesson before you come on Sunday mornings so that you're prepared to have fun and engage with your kids and have a great Sunday morning. I also want to remind you to look for new additions. This Sunday, I'm super excited to implement some instruments. Before you cringe, yes, it will get loud, but only for a short time. I want to encourage our younger kids to make a joyful noise for the Lord and point their hearts to worship and start to create opportunities for them to demonstrate worship and praise to our Heavenly Father. And I think instruments are a great tactile way for them to do that. So look for the instruments in your room this Sunday morning. One thing I ask with that is that the instruments get pulled out when it's time for worship, and when worship is over, the instruments are put away. They are not toys, but they're reserved for joyful noise making when it's time for worship. In our elementary, we have a couple of big switches. One of the bigger switches is our snack switch. When kids arrive in the classroom on a Sunday morning, we are going to offer them a bottle of water and a granola bar. We are no longer having juice, we are no longer having goldfish, which I think will help in leaving the room better than you found it, because we're all sweeping up goldfish all of the time. So we're going to serve them breakfast in a sense, and that way their bellies are full when they come to large group and they're ready to learn and listen and worship and do all the things. Another change that I am requesting or asking that you take into consideration is the goal to have even smaller small groups. So if you have 2 leaders in your small group classroom, I'm asking that you break into smaller groups, especially if you have more than 10 kiddos present in attendance on a Sunday morning in your classroom. So I always provide more than one lesson plan, more than one handout each Sunday morning in your classroom. So if 2 of you can separate the group and have a smaller, more intimate, more meaningful conversation, I think it will take the application of the Bible story for that day and the principle for that day a little bit further. One more thing that I want to emphasize again is that Bible memory verse. I want that to be a major emphasis in our elementary classrooms, in our pre-K classrooms, in our toddler classrooms. So if you have any questions, those are the nuts and bolts of our training on Sunday. We missed you. We wish you had joined us, but I wanted to be sure that you got the information so that you would come on Sundays equipped and ready to serve our kids. As Pastor Matthew says, you're the best there is, and thanks so much for the way you serve.